Hey, my friends, it's Jeremy Osterberger with BIC Magazine. I'm joined by Luis Aguilar and Russell Klinegardner of the Health and Safety Council, also known as HASC. Gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So for folks that aren't familiar with HASC, it's a leading training, occupational, health and technology association delivering innovative solutions to the industrial sector globally. With a focus on workplace safety, the agency has announced recent leadership transition, which is why we're talking today, guys. So welcome, Luis and Russell, and thank you both for being here, of course. Luis, you know, you're ending an era of major progress and innovation at HASC. I've known you for probably nearly 20 years and have seen HASC grow to unbelievable places. So you've been at the council for 33 years, during which you've been the CEO for 23. So why is now the time to transition?
That's a very good question. You know, I think that our journey has been outstanding. You know, we've been very blessed. You know, we started this association when, after the two catastrophic disasters, you know, one for in the industry and the chip channel. And that changed our lives, and they give us a purpose. You know, you cannot go through life without a purpose. The keys to success for the council is being our mission. You know, we have a very noble mission, why we exist. We are not here just to do a business. We are here to provide a safe work environment, you know, building safe workplaces. Who can be against that? So I have no doubt that our success is based upon that mission. But obviously, we have a very good leadership. And through that, it's been demonstrated that our success is based upon that leadership that we have. And having a clarity where we're going, not being confused, has been another backbone of our success. Not to mention that we started at very humble beginnings. You know, now we have a very nice house, very good campus, but it was not that way. You know, there is no quick fix for big problems. You know, right now we have a society that everything want to fix it very quick. Remember, when we start the council, the industry in Houston was not the safest. Actually, it probably was the worst. So our vision was to convert it into the best. And that's what we are. We have the best record for safety in the whole planet. And in addition, the council has been from humble beginnings to the largest organization for contractors training worldwide. So to me, that's a legacy. So it's a legacy for the board, it's a legacy for myself. And you know, when you go through life, it's a very good journey. You know, obviously the Lord has blessed us with success. And to that end, you know, you have to be proud of what you have done and understand transitions. You know, we're not talking about flipping switches. You know, we plan to do a transition. This didn't come by accident. You know, Russell joined the association about almost 8 years ago, and we always have a plan of transition. I think that demonstrates leadership, because if you don't have a plan, you know, you're going to have problems. So I think going to your question, you know, the timing is good. You know, we need to be aware of the time, and that's another failure for many organizations. They are not aware of the transitions and the timing. You cannot flip a switch. So my commitment is for the Safety Council's success, and I think that's the main key. There is one point of information that I want to mention is this is the first organization of our kind that it has a very seamless transition to success for the future. Generally, a lot of these organizations, they get into different scenarios where they have to improvise and bring somebody as an for transition leadership that it never works really well. So I'm very proud of what's going on right here.
You know, Luis, Russell's been chosen by the board and supported by you as the successor. You know, tell us about what you envision for Russell.
You know, Russell and I, we're friends for a long time. I recall him. I recall when he came to the industry in 1995, and so we've been friends for a long time. And as anything else in life is about relationships. So definitely, for me, the best thing I can do is coach one-to-one. Russell and I always have our regular meetings on the weekends. On the weekdays, we go for lunches and, get the relationship. But charisma is some of the things that the leadership needs to have. And I have no doubt, Russell is growing that charisma. And it's something that it doesn't happen overnight. But, to that end, we're working on character. Many times groups, associations, or companies, they just want to add and subtract, making money. In our case, it's not. It's about building that character, that it changes the culture for the company internally, but also for the industry. So there is no doubt that this association in our legacy have changed the culture of safety, but also internally, we have built a team that is very powerful. There's no longer a guru. I remember I used to be the guru a long time ago. But now Russell has built a very good team, and I'm just going to encourage to continue building that team, and that's our legacy.
Russell, you're no stranger to HASC. For folks that don't know you or maybe not know all of your background here at HASC, talk a little bit about what you've done here for, like Luis said, the past 8 years.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luis, thank you for those kind words. Over the past 7 years I've been here at the council. I was initially hired on as the Chief Operating Officer, and as part of that was part of the business continuity and the succession plan, as Luis mentioned. And it's something that we've been preparing for, and I think it speaks volumes to the organization in that preparation to leave that continuity and consistency moving forward as less disruptive as potentially possible. But my tenure with the council actually began in 2008 when I joined the board of directors. Correct. So I was on the board of directors for a few years, and then later elected to the executive committee of the board of directors, and then served on a committee that actually built this beautiful campus that we're sitting on here today, and then served as the first ever two-term chairman of the board of directors before joining as a direct hire employee.
So, Russell, what experience do you bring to this role of president and CEO, and maybe differently from what Luis has brought to the table?
Well, first and foremost, coming from industry, and I have a heart for the men and women that serve our industry and those individuals that come through our front doors, and a passion to ensure that they leave our facilities with the knowledge and medical clearance they need to perform their jobs safely. Secondly, look, I'm a byproduct of this industry. My father had a long-standing career at Dow Chemical. My sister worked for Dow. And after graduating college, it was only natural that I work for Dow Environmental as well. So coming from that owner side, and then later spending 20 years at the Brock Group of companies, gave me a perspective from an owner and contractor standpoint that brings a uniqueness to being able to understand pain points of industry and how we as an organization can better serve the industry that we do.
Russell, thanks for that, and appreciate you telling us a little bit about your background. Going forward, where is HASC headed?
So as a 501c3, and we are an association that was created by industry for industry, and we will remain steadfast in fulfilling our mission of building safe workplaces by improving the quality and integrity of the workforce. And this is something we don't take lightly. In fact, we have a three-pronged approach to fulfilling this mission. And the first one that I'm most excited to share about is our cultural initiative. We have what we call TIER, which stands for Trust, Integrity, Excellence, and Respect. And that TIER culture is the building blocks to our logo, which is the foundation of who we are at the council. Now there's 26 guiding principles that are defined within this TIER culture that define not only who we are individually, but who we are as an organization and how we'll treat each other. And so this is an exciting initiative that we really focus on internally as an organization. And this speaks to the wonderful staff that Luis mentioned that we have and why we have such a wonderful staff. The second part of that is the strategy. Many people, many organizations can be confused, especially associations, about who they serve. We're not. In fulfilling our mission, we understand our vertical, our market position and segmentation within that vertical, and the owners and contractors that we serve on an enterprise-wide basis. So that makes it clear in what we do on a daily basis moving forward. And then the last thing is strategic growth. When we look at growth in general, we want to make sure that we have sustainable growth. And that sustainable growth, helps us when it comes to screening services. It helps us when it comes to occupational health services, through pre-employment testing, to injury care, to medical directorship, to the telemedicine, which we're doing all over the country on a daily basis. And then when you look at it from a training perspective, what we do from that standpoint in leadership development, in workforce and skills development, and how we're helping onboard and bring new people to our industry. And then, most recently, the Safety Essential Suites, which brings a new and exciting perspective in how we comply with OSHA PSM orientations.
Russell, you gave a great verbal overview of what HASC is doing. If someone wants to learn more, they can come take a tour, go to the website. How does someone learn more about everything HASC does?
Yeah, absolutely. This is our main campus at 5213 Center Street. Would invite anyone who would like to know more about the council to come take a tour of the facility. But we have 6 other facilities as well, from Baytown to NASA to Texas City to Midcoast and Port Lavaca, and also one in Denver, Colorado. So if you're ever in any of those locations, come visit us there. Obviously, you can go to our website as well at www.hasc.com. But we would more than welcome and encourage anyone to come take a site tour.
Luis and Russell, I appreciate our relationship. Thank you so much for our friendship, and it's just incredible to see how well the organization has done over the years, and fantastic leader, Mr. Russell, to carry the baton forward.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And for more videos, news, podcasts, and webinars, visit bicmagazine.com. Remember, everybody, it's what we do together that counts.